Now, some disappointing news out of Alabama. The miners in Brookwood, who've been on strike against their bosses at Warrior Met Coal for nearly 2 years, are now being forced to end the work stoppage. United Mine Workers of America sent a letter to the company this week informing it that workers are ready to return to the job next month, during which negotiations for a fair new contract will resume. Now, a quick recap of how we got here. Before it was Warrior Met, the company was called Walter Energy, and in 2016 it went bankrupt. As part of the restructuring, workers were forced to make sacrifices, including a 20% wage cut and a reduction in benefits. Various investment firms in Manhattan and in Washington, D.C., including BlackRock, then reorganized the company as Warrior Met and infused it with a lot of capital. Soon, the company was profitable again. Its CEO was making $4 million a year, and during the pandemic, the company's stock price rose by 250%. But when workers demanded to have their full wages and benefits restored, Warrior Met said no. The new investment firms in control of the company wanted returns, so they intended to keep labor costs low. Negotiations over a new labor contract dragged on, with Warrior Met refusing to give the miners a fair deal. And so, workers used the only power they had left to improve their situation. They went on strike, nearly 1,000 of them. It started on April 1st, 2021, and it would go on to be the longest strike in Alabama history. But it will now end thanks in large part to a legal system in Alabama that severely limited the miners' labor rights. A Warrior Met friendly judge issued an injunction against the union, prohibiting it from picketing within 300 feet of the company. And police officers routinely escorted scabs into the mines to undermine the strike. Those scabs, by the way, are making more money than the company offered to its unionized workforce during bargaining. Warrior Met is willing to pay a premium just to break worker power. UMWA President Cecil Roberts said in a press release Thursday, quote, "The company continues to pay the temporary replacement workers in its mines significant wages and bonuses up to $2,000 more per month than it is offered to pay our members at the bargaining table. If it is going to pay that kind of money, we believe it should be going to Alabama miners and their families, not those coming from out of state." It's now up to Warrior Met to decide if they will allow the workers to return to the mines or if they'll lock them out. The strike might be ending, but this fight is not over yet.